What do we have here? Sometimes I have imposter syndrome. Why do I only ever do easy? This is ridiculous. I guess I don't always do easy. Let's take a look. Let's take a look here. I've done 146 hard, 767 medium, and exactly the same number of easy. That's interesting. That was not deliberate, the parody. Alright, anyways, I have done this before. So, Leetcode 3190, find minimum operations to make all elements divisible by 3. You're given an integer array, nums. In one operation, you can add or subtract 1 from any element in nums. Return the minimum number of operations to make all elements of nums divisible by 3. Okay. So let's think about this. If it's 0, you don't have to do anything. If it's 1, then it's one operation. If it's 2, then it's one operation. Okay. So for I in nums, if I mod 3 doesn't equal 0, then s plus equals 1. But what is s? It's our count and return s. Because if it's 1, you can go down. If it's 2, you can go up. You can add or subtract. So run. These are a little too easy, maybe. Should I find another problem? I mean, let's see. I don't have to do that. Yeah, okay. Problems. Go to the problems. Okay, let's find one that is to do and that has a high acceptance rating. So acceptance, number of student replacements. Okay, Leetcode 3616. Wow, can't speak. You're given an integer array, ranks, where ranks of I represents the rank of the ith student arriving in order. A lower number indicates a better rank. Initially, the first student is selected by default. A replacement occurs when a student with a strictly better rank arrives and replaces the current selection. Return the total number of replacements made. What? This is a medium? Okay, the first student, the second student is better than the current selection, so a replacement occurs. The third student has a worse rank, so no replacement occurs. Okay, it's better than the current selection. Okay, so it's going to, like, move up from the back? Is that what I'm understanding? Initially selected, or is it just one? I think it's just one. Okay, initially the first student is selected. A replacement occurs when a student with a strictly... Okay. Replacements equals 0. Best equals ranks 0 for I in ranks. If I is lesser than B, then B equals I, and R plus equals 1, and we return R. C'est idiot, n'est-ce pas? Ouais, c'est idiot. What the hell kind of problem is that? Absolutely should have been easy. Like that was almost laughable. Okay, it is to do. what is this? Why is this? Status is to do. Oh, and type algorithm. Yes, I suppose that is important. Number of unique categories. You're given an integer n and an object category handler of class category handler. Okay. There are n elements numbered from 0 to n minus 1. Each element has a category, and your task is to find the number of unique categories. The class category handler contains the following function, which may help you. Have same category, integer A, integer B. Returns true if A and B are in the same category and false otherwise. Also, if either A or B is not a valid number, it returns false. Return the number of unique categories. What? The class category handler? Why would I use that? Am I missing something here? So this is a class, right? Print, it's not an int? Category handler object. Okay, so the category handler, I can't... It's deliberately hiding the information that would make it easy for me to figure it out, is what I'm supposed to understand. And this is being cast to some... Okay. How am I going to do this? Well, we are just going to have a number of pre-existing categories. We'll say C equals dictionary, like this. And then we will go for I in range length, category handler. This is going to be very inefficient. Okay, so found equals false. No, don't do that. Found equals -1 for j in c.keys. If c of j dot what is it? Have same category. Have same category of category handler of I, then found equals j and break. So if found is equal to -1, then we're going to add this. Then we're going to say C of I equals category handler of I. Otherwise, it's unique, and then we're going to say return length of C. Object of type category handler has no length. Well, no shit. Category handler. Well, what? Oh. Oh. Well, how do I get the length? How does it know how many there are? It doesn't give me the length? Oh my God. So I'm not allowed to know the length. Okay, you know what? I take it back. Anytime I have said this is the stupidest question of all time, I take it back. This takes the cake. All right. N equals 1, right? For I in range 101. Okay. If category handler dot have same category I comma I, then N equals I plus 1, right? Else break. This is so stupid. This is almost offensively stupid. Okay, for I in range N. I mean, it's the same thing. I need to do the same thing. Okay, so this is going to be the... We almost need to do like a grouping, right? Yeah. So for J in range I plus 1, comma, N. Okay, then if category handler dot have same category IJ. You know what? I'm just doing it like this. If I doesn't equal J and category handler dot have same category I comma J, then C of max of I comma J equals, no, just min of I comma J, right? So the bigger one points to the smaller, and that's the one that gets priority. And then we're going to come down here and we're going to say I comma I for I in range N. And you know what? We don't need this. We only need to know the bigger ones. The bigger one is always going to be J. We'll say I plus 1 like that. Is that right? Yeah, because the bigger one equals the smaller one. That's what we're doing. Okay. And then 4K comma V in C dot items. I hate these busy work problems. T equals 0. If K equals V, then T plus equals 1. Invalid syntax. If and. That was valid. I was so ready. Int object is not iterable. That is true. All right. Well, that ruined my will to live. All right, see ya.